There's so much to say about Nigerian cultures, its diversity, its beauties, and so much more. And that's what Arivla is also seeking to enhance. Arivla is an e-commerce platform for indigenous fashion, and Arivla has now announced its Asoebi party and fashion show to celebrate Nigeria's cultural heritage through fashion. Well, the theme of this event is old money versus new money, seeking to bring Nigerian fashion to the global stage. It's an avenue for fashion lovers and creators to network and also share ideas to grow the fashion industry. This planned exhibition showcases collections from renowned fabric vendors, offering guests a rare look into traditional and contemporary Asoebi fabrics. The fashion show will also be bringing designs from top Nigerian designers to life on the runway, as well as giving them more opportunities. And that's what we want to discuss now. We bring in the CEO of this outfit, that's Arivla, Dr. Ivy Okike Fatuse. She's here with us in the studio. Good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
So much has been said about this project, but help us to better understand what Arivla seeks to achieve with this exhibition.
Oh, Arivla, this exhibition itself, actually, first of all, we are an e-commerce platform.
Right.
And that acts as a bridge connecting the different value points of the Asoebi ecosystem. So we recently launched in October with a simple solution where fabric vendors can come online, have their CRM platform, manage inventory, and also sell fabrics to people like myself, yourselves. But there's one thing that was missing, which is how do we tap into the community? How do we connect with people? How do we make sure that people trust? And there's that thing about what I ordered versus what I got.
Absolutely.
And that's what inspired this event, to create that community, create that trust, and get everyone coming together to celebrate culture and heritage. So today's event is broken down into 3. So we have our exhibition, which is all day for people to come, buy things, want that future bride, that future groom, that celebrant, to walk through the streets of Arivla and get everything they need from clothing. It's like more of a lifestyle. So from clothing to what they need for their honeymoon. So we have Elysium Beach and Lounge. We have Octo 5. We have a few brands there. So getting everything they need all through for their present day, for their celebration, and for their future.
But it's not just themed around weddings, is it?
It's not just themed around weddings. It's more for lifestyle, and that's for the exhibition itself. Then for the fashion show, actually at the exhibition we have something never been done before, which is a trade station where people can bring their pre-loved items and do one of 4 things. They can sell, they can trade by barter it, they can donate it, so we partnered with USEP, and they can auction high-valued items today. And this is a great opportunity for people that are looking for last-minute Christmas gifts to come in and get pre-loved items, good quality items. So everyone is invited to bring their high-quality items today. And it's all day, from 9 o'clock this morning, all day till 9 p.m. Then later in
on the mainland?
On the island, so at the podium, Lekki. Then later on in the day, at 5 o'clock, we have our fashion show where all these wonderful designers will be. And they'll be showcasing Asoebi pieces. That's now wedding themed or celebration themed. Exactly. So again, looking at heritage, looking at culture, celebrating who we are and our identities. Then after that, we then have an after party, keeping it simple, just music and happiness. Then we have wonderful brands like Goldberg, Life, Pepsi, Odogu Bitters, Declan. You have all of them to make sure you're all happy. Right. Yes.
Interesting stuff. So you have a theme, old money versus new money. So
yes.
Are you guys going to be sharing money?
I wish.
Talk to us about what informed this theme.
So the theme was actually inspired by the team, funny enough. And what the reason is, old money versus new money is not about money per se. It's looking at, old money looking at heritage, history, where we're from. The new money looking at innovation and how fashion has evolved. So it's not that beautiful marriage. And what we actually even are doing in addition to that is we're looking at for the best dressed within 5 categories. So chief, big mommy, Gen Z baddie, tech bro, and rich auntie. And some of our brands that we've partnered with are going to be giving out fantastic awards, from discount on IELTS exams, for example, to discounts on travel via ferry.
Be careful. Let's be careful with brands, with mentioning brands on this platform. Right?
Okay.
I hope you understand.
Okay, yes, I am. Thank you. I didn't know that. Okay. So, but they'll be giving out lots of wonderful gifts, and those are planning to, like Nigerians would say, jackpot. They can talk to a few of the brands as well. So it's yes. So it is what we are. It's what we've done, and we're making sure we're just celebrating and getting people to come and experience us. Yeah.
All right, but how does this program? I'm loving, the sound of it, but let's hear directly from you how it stands out, because we've talked about previous exhibitions, but how does it stand out? How does yours stand out from others?
Okay, that's brilliant. So we'll first start with, first of all, looking at the whole ecosystem of Asoebi, not just like Owambe or looking at certain segments. That's one. 2, the exhibition itself is looking at the lifestyle of that. So when you come in, from your outfit, what you need, to what you're going to eat. So just think of the next celebrant that's about to get married. What do you need to get married? You need, at the wedding, you need things for that day. Then you need things beyond that. So that's where you now come in and you see all that and you have that. We also have the trade station, which is very different. Never been done, and trying to partner with charities. That makes us stand out, makes us unique. Then the fashion show itself, there is a surprise. So for you to find out the surprise, just come.
To be there.
Be there, and you see the surprise. Okay. And then we then have the after party. Nothing special about that, but we have a fantastic celebrity DJ that will be together.
First time ever program, or
this is the first. Okay. This is the first. But we can call it a build up to that. But it is the maiden event, and we're expecting. We know that there'll be many more to come. Next year will be very different. No 2 years are going to be the same, and that's what's going to keep it fresh. Thinking innovation. My background is technology, so I'm thinking innovation is at the heart of everything we do.
I'll ask you about technology, but I'm also someone who is keen on cultural identity. When you're looking at old money versus new money, bridging the old generation with the current generation, is it something like that? And then you're trying to have a middle ground. But in that Asoebi of a thing, how are you looking to also ensure we do not lose our cultural authenticity, in getting along with modernization? So we strike a balance for those who say, no, I'm a stickler to what used to be in the past, but we don't want to go away from there. But what do you do to strike a balance, in between these two?
Do you know what? Change is constant, and we're all evolving. But notwithstanding, you're right, we don't want to lose our identity. But at the same time, you can already see the trajectory of how fashion is progressing. So this event and what we're trying to do is to make sure we don't even lose our identity, because that's what makes us proud Nigerians. We come together, we adapt, we pick up who we are, and that's who we are. So we won't. The idea is not to lose our identity; is to celebrate what we have. We're not also acting as a bridge and gatekeeping creativity, because you can't even do that with designers. They're very creative people. They come up with different ways. For example, there's Nadia Ashoke that's now no longer a Ramboba. They're now pants. And I'm Igbo. I love it. So it's just everyone. And what I'm trying to avoid is appropriating culture. Instead, it is appreciating culture, and not just within Nigeria, on a global scale.
Right, and I also want to take you up further on, an earlier point you made about, serving as a bridge for Arivla, serving as a bridge where, through this program, where consumers can also come, because you made a point about complaints in what I ordered and what I get. I want you to, give some clarification on that, how you hope to sanitize the market, because if you, like you said, you're big on technology. We see what happens, the dramas, online dramas that happen between customers and designers and all of that. So what do you have to say about that, and how do you hope that this program will also help to assuage worries by consumers?
That's a loaded question. But, okay. But it's a great question.
It's a follow-up.
Yeah, but it's a great question. It's a great question. I have had my own experience, sure. But funny enough, it has been good for me, to be fair.
Are there any pointers, maybe perhaps something that we are missing, that people are missing, in having their own share of, ugly experiences?
So my one experience that I had was, I would not say it's my direct experience, but what I saw. So, and that's what led, that's where God gave me the seed for this idea. Years ago, I was a bridesmaid for my friend's wedding. I was I'm based in the UK. So I was there, and I couldn't find where to get my measurements done. I was a bridesmaid, so I couldn't find. So in the UK itself, every store I went to, they were for men's tailoring suits. Eventually, I found this wonderful gentleman who was happy to do the measurements. But he didn't know what to do with me, because I'm female, he does men. So I had to call this a designer back in Nigeria who now had to direct him. So I'm like, okay, there's a gap even here. That's right. So that was the first seed. Then came to Nigeria for the wedding.
And it worked out, by the way, did it?
It did, but what was funny was that the designer here did not get the clothes of the people that were here with her. She got mine, but didn't get theirs. It was so bad that one of the bridesmaids was actually hand-stitching dresses on the day of the wedding. So and at this point I'm thinking, okay, this is even worse than I thought. But yes, and that's where the seed was. So this was like easily 20 years ago.
It's not something that is going global, if not already gone global.
Exactly.
That's a good seed that you got from that inspiration. Yeah. So, but in all of this, I want to be part of it. So how do I partake, in this kind of event that you're having? It's holding today.
It's holding today, yes.
So for those that are watching, how do they participate? Is this something they have to subscribe to?
They register. So yes, so register on our platform, so arivla.com/events, and you find that on our platform, or follow us on Instagram, arivla_lifestyle.
Take that again.
Okay, arivla.com.
It's ARIVLA.com.
Or you follow us on our Instagram handle, you see our link on there, which is arivla_lifestyle. So you'd register, you can get tables, which is paid for. The event is free to attend for regular.
The later in the day
for the later in the event.
Okay, but this first one.
The first one is free. It's free to attend. All the vendors are there waiting for them. The exhibitors are there waiting for them. For the main event itself, the show. The tables are paid for, so you find the tickets online, or you can come to the event and buy. Then for regular, it is free to attend, but you must wear trad.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So
right?
So it means I have to go home to change.
Yes, you have to go home to change. You can't know suits.
Robe, I call it robe. No?
New.
So there's a place for everyone, fashion lover.
Yes,
absolutely. But let's also talk about up and coming. Yes, fashion designers are open. You are working with fashion designers, but where is the place for up and coming?
Interestingly, the designers are a nice range, from well-known to up-and-coming.
Did you reach out to them, or they reached out?
We reached out to them. Okay. So reached out to them, and they've been amazing. They're more than happy. They're on board, everyone. We're working together nicely. Funny thing is, or the truth is, that the platform itself is not just for those that are established. I want that person in the village who is very skilled, who does beautiful work with their hands to come on our platform. We want to give them that global visibility so that people will celebrate them. And we want to also take away that perception that quality doesn't come out from Africa, that's the perception that a lot of people have.
So that is real. That is still an issue.
It is a real thing.
Even with all we see, all the brilliance we see.
But they think they're an anomaly.
Okay.
So, and that's the thing. So that's why statements are made like, oh, you're this. Because there's still a shock of that. So they know that, yes, Nigerians are brilliant. But when it now comes to Africa and thinking about quality of work and service, there is a hesitancy. So we want to also not eradicate that, but at least help relieve and remove that perception. So it is a thing. It's a thing. Not necessarily said all the time, but you would hear the little whispers. I've worked in the UK for too long now, so you can just hear that. Yeah.
All right.
Makes a whole lot of sense. So as an e-commerce platform, how are you leveraging technology? Because you're a tech person. So
I'm a tech
How are you leveraging technology that's going to help a lot of people beyond today so that people tend to continually subscribe to what you offer via platforms?
Okay, so first of all, we have the website, the platform that acts in two ways. One, it will act as a CRM platform for them to manage inventory, because I know there's an adage about the rats and the money that gets missing. I can't remember what there's an African adage somewhere that my dad always says that in every store there's always a rat. So, but at least that helps them manage inventory, what is coming in and what is going out. Also connecting them to their buyers. Now, some platforms are great in the sense that you go on there, but our platform consolidates all the value points, bring everybody together, and there's one hub where you can find them. So, and that is something that we're trying to do with technology. Also, we're going to be leveraging AI. Okay, so, but there are different ways actually. One with the chat box, for example.
Okay.
So that's one way for inquiries. So that it makes it quicker. You don't have to wait 3 days for someone to respond to you. So, and I know that in as much as we're very patient people, we're also quite impatient as Nigerians. But it's a beautiful mix, the marriage, the way we feel. So it's getting that to bringing in like chat boxes, for example, manage a lot of the questions, make sure that the person feels satisfied to a point before there's human intervention. Don't worry, we're not, I don't believe that technology should take over the world. I don't believe in that.
But it does look promising, doesn't it?
It does look promising, yes.
Okay, so I know you've already hinted at the fact that this show is bound to evolve in the years to come, but what will be the constant? What will be that Arivla trademark that people should look forward to beyond today? Perhaps if the program is today, right? So one could say, okay, someone could say it's late for me to attend, but what do I get to look forward to? What will be that constant highlight of future events?
I would say fashion, and I'll say innovation. Then finally, there's always going to be a surprise.
Okay. So you're still not telling?
I'm still not telling. You have to be there.
All right. All right, Dr. Ivy Okike Fatusin, we thank you very much for speaking with us, CEO Arivla, and we hope you have a wonderful outing today.
Thank you.
At the program, right, at the four-legged program. Thanks again for your time with us.
Thank you.
Right.